If you're worried about being all alone using Drupal, well, worry no more. Because if you need help, there's a great community in Drupal, and it is huge. Now, I know that sometimes a relationship with a client or developer ends, and that's just part of the business. You don't need to worry. There's a massive, active, and very supportive community in Drupal. There are events all over the world. The picture on the right is from DrupalCon Austin 2014, and these are just some of the over 3,500 people that were there. The most recent European DrupalCon drew 2,300 developers and users. DrupalCons are exciting events, and if you get involved with Drupal, I can't suggest strongly enough that you get to a DrupalCon at some point. If you can't get to a DrupalCon, there are Drupal camps in local communities all over the world. Go ahead and Google it, and you'll probably find one near you. Drupal has very active forums, and if you're a little bit geekier, they have some IRC chats that can be really helpful. Let's take a look at the community page over at Drupal.org. This is at Drupal.org/community, and it gives you a great overview of all the things going on in the Drupal community. There are events and meetups that you can look at over at Drupal events. In fact, at the recording of this video, the Drupal Melbourne meetup is just this weekend. Brisbane meetup, Orlando meetup, well, you get the idea. There are meetups all over the world. There were 2,700 events last year, 133 camps. This year, it's going to be a great year for Drupal. As I mentioned, the IRC chat, you'll need a client for that, Mac or PC. There are forums here at Drupal.org. One caution, make sure you research before you ask a question. If you ask a question that's been answered more than a few times, you'll more than likely have some friendly Drupal community member remind you to research first. Finally, there's the Drupal Association, which benefits the Drupal community in a whole bunch of ways. They put on DrupalCons, they take care of Drupal.org, and a host of other things. And of course, there's memberships available. It's a great way to help Drupal. There are lots of ways you can get involved in the Drupal community. That's at drupal.org/getting-involved, and I recommend that you read it. And probably the most important thing here is to get on the subscriptions to mailing lists, and specifically security announcements. If you use Drupal, I'd recommend you get on this list. Finally, there's the member directory. You need a login to access that, but you can see everybody's profiles in the member directory. And of course, as I mentioned, the Drupal forums. The Drupal community is alive and well and huge, and just one more reason to consider using Drupal.